Hi everybody, welcome to kdmoonchild's world. I'm Katie and this is Saturday Solutions. This is a non-political reading for entertainment. Whoop, let me show it to you upside down. For entertainment purposes only. We come here to find a little peace, hopefully some solutions, some calm, of the events that we have been through the last week since we were here last, how they connect to the events of the recent past and the distant past. We will take a look at what our goals are, and then we will find a roadmap on how to get from where we have been to where we want to go. In this reading, we will discover that we have a chakra that's usually out of balance. Sometimes it's more than one. We will discuss affirmations and things to help bring that energy back and your chakras back into alignment. Remove a blockage. It just helps you generally feel better when you do those. It will include affirmations as well. So we get a message from Spirit and a message from Gaia. So, without ado, let's get started with this. Sorry about it being so dark. I'm trying to avoid glare. This is the Mystical Shaman deck from Colette Baron Reed. I don't like to pre-shuffle. I pre-shuffle to get my energy into the cards, yes. But as far as pre-shuffling and selecting cards, no. No, I want you to see that I do select the card. I'm not stacking them, that's for sure. I wouldn't know how to do that. I can barely dang shuffle, let alone stack the cards. Oh dear. And trying to show you guys, nah, that won't work. Camera's in the way, so I have to shuffle in my lap. You just have to hear me do it, I'm sorry. But here we go. Alrighty. Here we go, good card. Oh, we got two cards. Powerful cards too. First card. Okay, well, we'll pick up where we left off here. Sorry about that. I had to stop for a second. First card, you couldn't see it anyway, so it's not like I interrupted you or anything. Let's pick this up just a little bit. Pardon me. There we go. We get the Sweat Lodge. You know what? I'm going, what the heck is going on today? Mercury's in retrograde. I love you. Anyway. Oh my gosh. We get the Sweat Lodge, you guys. We've had this before. Recently I decided to do a vision quest because I did 3 days, or I should say 3 nights, of heavy duty sweating. I mean, to the point where I woke up at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning to go to the bathroom, and my pajamas, my sheets, everything was soaking wet. I had such a night sweat. And that happened to me 3 days in a row. Let me tell you, on the third day, that was a little bit irritating to say the least. But my mind didn't go to, you've got a health problem, because that can be very indicative of many health problems. I immediately knew I was purging. I needed to cleanse. And I needed a reset really bad. So I did a vision quest last Sunday after we were here last time. The following day I did a vision quest. Got some very profound things. Gave me confidence and an open heart to come out of the sweat lodge where it's protected and warm, and where I've been purging toxins, relationships, seeing what I really truly love in what I'm doing here on YouTube and in my life, seeing the difference between needs and wants, so that I can be that bird and soar light, not held back by any of that, not held back by a single thing. You'll notice the number on the card is a 9, which is that card of fulfillment, that card of attainment and fruition. So that's kind of what we've been working on this week. I say it's not a political reading, but I always have to put a little bit of a political slant in there. But even in watching what has been going on with things in Washington this week, you see the dire need for a sweat lodge purge. And that's all I have to say. Let's see what... Okay, the next card. There's 2 cards, remember? It's a soul retrieval card. We have been purging so much and learning so much about what we are attached to that will help us to, what we think will help us to succeed, when maybe we should be looking at what we are so attached to. Are we attached to the outcome of things? Because believe you me, while your dreams are coming true, part of your transformation is to put back the healed pieces of what you've been working on. It's not just a matter of letting it go. That experience, maybe it was a dark one. That is a part, it had an effect of you on you, so it is a part of who you are. See if I can get my lips, tongue, and teeth to work together today. If you need to understand that as you go through life and we hear what society or authority figures or people people we respect, as we hear what they think is important, we tend to absorb that as well, instead of experiencing what is important to us. What is important to them works for their transformation on their path, for their soul retrieval. You can't find your soul bits and pieces that are out there floating around. They're around you. You just need to gather them back in. They're healed now. They're a part of you. Incorporate that into who you are. Once you do that, So when you add those 2 numbers together, you get the number 13. When you add the 1 and the 3 together, you get a 4. This card is about manifestation. It's about foundation. Yeah, and stability. You are not stable, or you don't have a solid foundation. It's really hard to manifest when you are not willing to be as adaptable as possible to receive that outcome. Being adaptable is not always comfortable, but that's okay. Think about that caterpillar inside that chrysalis. It goes through a complete and total transformation from one creature into a completely different creature. You can't tell me that the pain is not excruciating to grow legs and antennae and those ginormous folded up, wadded up wings, let alone that curled up tongue. And to go from one single part in your body, well, maybe two, a head and a very long part, to having three parts to your body, completely different. That has to cause pain. It's definitely not something that's comfortable. Although coming out of that cocoon is like shedding an onion skin. So those wings can expand all that growth that you have done so that you can be completely who you are. That is our soul retrieval. This is our this is what we have been looking for and working towards with the sweat lodge. Use your pointer. With the sweat lodge. Purging all that weight, all that extra, I don't know, I'm going to call it goo that we carry, around with us, the goop that we carry around with us. Caterpillars are full of goop. When they come out of that chrysalis, they have a little bit in them, but they're definitely not like they were before. What we've been going through has completely changed us. You know, sometimes I watch old videos from before the virus hit, and everything was so different then, compared to now. How people talk to each other, how people treated each other. And you know a word I heard a lot? I hear a lot in those old, and I'm calling them old because I feel like we stepped into another dimension. Things have changed so much. But in those old things, you heard integrity coming out of people. Don't hear that a lot nowadays. Don't even hear the word mentioned much. So, what are our hopes and dreams in this? Please, Spirit, help us. I'm sorry, I am not going to do the normal card shuffle. My thumb is just not holding out. So, let's see what we get here. I am using the Shaman's Dream deck by Colette Baron-Reid. If I had the book out here, I'd show it to you. I don't have the book out here. I'm actually sitting on it. I sit on an ottoman that's a storage ottoman to do this. Definitely need better seating. I just need more room. There you go. There's a hope, goal, and dream for me. More space. Oh, that stuck in my hand. Okay. Okay. That's a perfect card. Me Talks. We are looking for some time to detox ourselves. Spend some time with us. You know, you can't put the glue back together as you're doing that soul retrieval without having your body, mind, and spirit detoxified and all in order. Look at that mermaid. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that, her tail. She let go of that bubble. it's appropriate for this month. This is our month of everybody says they're going to lose weight. I'm going on a diet. I'm losing weight this year. Well, hey, let me tell you, the weight that's most important for you to lose is the stuff that's holding you back. If that's poundage, physical poundage that's holding you back, figure out how best to get rid of it. If it's dreams that are holding you back, let go of that bubble. There's a lot more where that came from. I'm not saying give up on your dreams. I'm saying when you dream it, release it and let it manifest. As you release these things, you're enlightening in a way, making yourself lighter, weight-wise as well as spiritually. And as you do that, as your body becomes healthier and your spirit starts to take over your thinking, starts to kind of squeeze out that ego, this first card back here, sweat out that ego. Your mind, your thoughts will not be so negative and low, and that's where we want to be. So we've been focusing on putting ourselves together. As we put ourselves together, focus on how you put yourself together. Do it in a healthy way. We have the number, this breaks down when you add these two together. It's a 14, which becomes the number 5, which is the card of change. You want to change yourself. Interesting. How do we get from grasping onto things from our past as a soul retrieval and detoxing our body to finishing that by adding our mind and our spirit to that detox? Once again, it's that inner space. What I was shown on my vision quest, I will share with you at this point. When you look out there, and I do mean out there, and you're looking for answers out there, what's outer space to you? Think about it. Just stop and think about it. Is it like Star Trek, Star Wars? The planets, the stars, aliens, the cosmos. I want you to understand something, especially about that last word called cosmos. You're a part of the cosmos, right? Very, very much so. You're stardust. You're made out of star particles. So, you're part of that cosmos. Isn't everything around you outer space? Not just the stars and the planets? It's like you live on this planet, there's this pretend invisible barrier between here and there. No, it's everywhere. Outer space is everything. It's in everything and everywhere, because it's the space between atoms. It's the space between the neurons and stuff in the atoms. So, before I get too far down this quantum physics hole, if everything out there, if Everything around you is outer space. Where's inner space? People think, oh, I'm going to keep my feet firmly planted on the ground. Is that inner space? No, that's still out there. Inner space is what is inside of you. Who are you? Go in there. Go in your inner space. I promise you, it's safe. It's safe in there. I promise you, it's safe. Let's find out that map now to detox. I keep throwing cards on the floor as I shuffle. I don't know why. Okay. I'm using the Enchanted Map Deck by Colette Baron Reed. Woo, got a card flipped over backwards. And it's a card from last week. I don't think I put it away right. So we'll see if we get it again. Okay. That one wants to stick out. Oh. Yeah. Guys, we can't get anywhere with any of this unless we step in the stream. Being in the flow. Starts by putting your feet in the water. Not just your toe to test it. Put your foot in there. And if you're bold, if you want to be the fool in the tarot cards, dive off the cliff head first and get totally immersed in the flow. Leave your blockages behind. It's a magical stream. Because what you're shooting for, what you want to be, see at the base of this waterfall? Standing in that pure water, cleansing all that you've been detoxing here, cleansing all that away, getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and making it possible for new growth to come. And that is why this is a 9 card. Once again, we started with the 9 card, right? Yeah. 5 and 4 back here. Sweat Lodge is a card of fulfillment and fruition and attainment. So is this. But this one is telling you, see, that's a hot space to be. That's a place where you're letting stuff go to the outer space. This is an outer space that helps cleanse both inner and outer you. That's why it's magic. Oh my goodness. This is a time for healing. Yeah. You've got weather still happening. So for those of us that don't have to deal with the weather, it's a time to be grateful. And for those of you who are dealing with bad weather, my prayers and thoughts and are with you for strength and love. All this talk of detoxing and sweating and mending and healing and getting in the flow and cleansing. Obviously, we've got a chakra major blocked, I would say. Wouldn't you? So let's find out what it is. This is the Swatches of Chakra by Crystal Banner. It's the Kaleidodope deck. What chakra or chakras do we need to heal, please? I'm also going to use a prism card because it kind of gives us a little bit more of a detail. And especially if we have more than one, it might show us the second chakra or third or whatever. Okay. Okay. What do we have here? Interesting. Emotions. Feeling like your emotions are blocked, or have they been triggered? Either way, you're got some issues, most definitely. That's our solar plexus. I'm sorry, that's our sacral chakra. We haven't gotten this one in a while. Feeling stifled in your creativity, folks? Because this is the center, this is your sexual area. Yeah, this is not what you sit on, but the next level up. It's all your fertility and that's where all creativity comes from. That's where pleasure comes from. That's where your sensuality comes from, your sexual health. It's also the basis of relationships. They start there because that physical attraction, that spark starts there. Also, healing starts in your gut. It starts that below your gut. And when it's balanced, like when you're newly in love, you feel confident like nothing can stop you. You have a really healthy libido. Can't keep your hands off of each other because you're exploring your passions of each other. When it's balanced, you're connected to your feelings and you don't have any problems expressing them in an appropriate manner. You're developing intimate connections with others because you're sensitive to what they feel because you're so connected to your feelings. So you're just enjoying life. When it's out of balance, oh boy. Clingy dependency issues. Clingy in your relationships and dependency on substances, maybe some addictions. That could even be, food, whatever. And because of that, you don't like yourself very much. So you really don't want to look at your body or let anybody else look at it, let alone touch it. So your libido is low. And your emotions are unbalanced. You feel like you're going to cry one minute, you're going to laugh the next. It's hard to figure out where you're at. And you're sad. You have a tendency to feel melancholy and sad. A bit unmotivated and lethargic. I've been going through a lot of that. I took time off from doing YouTube, at least the live streams, because of that. I had all kinds of intentions of videos that I was going to make. Didn't get any of it done. But that's okay. That's fine. It probably would not have been any good because I definitely was not motivated. So if you want to help that energy, here's some stones that you can carry around. How about a carnelian? And I don't have one here on my table to show you. Looks like sandstone. It's very rusty colored. Sunstone, which comes in all kinds of colors. Has a tendency to have a dark background and an iridescent greenish yellowish agate color to it. Orange calcite, You see blue calcite a lot. Orange calcite is beautiful. Reminds me a lot of citrine, goldstone, and tangerine quartz. I believe this is a very, very, very pale tangerine quartz. Has that orangey color to it compared to, excuse me, this one, which is all typical white quartz. See the difference in the colors? This has definitely got an orange tint, and this is yellowish, kind of white. But the easiest one, actually, I believe out of all those, probably to get, well, the orange calcite you can find quite easily. Same with sunstone. And carnelian is getting a little harder to find, real carnelian. Artificial carnelian's all over. But get one. Put it in your pocket. Get one of those stones. The affirmations that you need to tell yourself this week are, I am passionate. I have healthy boundaries. I love and respect my body. My sexuality is sacred. And I feel pleasure and abundance. Let's see what the Prism card has to say. This is by Nicole Pavarito, sorry, the Prism deck. Nicole. Okay, what do we need to know chakra-wise? Any more information? Is there another chakra that we need to talk about? Oh, there's a good card right there. I'll take that one. Ooh, sorry about that. Now, this does not mean literal death. It's a brown card, first of all, which we don't normally have that in our chakra selection. This card is talking of change, the death of old ways. We need to let things go. Make your mind more focused when you come across other people to changing their day, making their better day. See what you can do to make them smile. When you're feeling melancholy and low, that's all right. Look at it. See why. Where is it coming from? Because it's a part of your transformation, and it is a part of that soul retrieval. It's a part of the repair of your mind, body, and spirit. So don't be afraid of change, especially if it's a change in you. You know, change happens all the time around us, and we can't always control everything. Although we do create our world. Never forget that. So, hey, we almost have Halloween here with our brown, orange and brown, don't we? What is our message from the ancestors, please? Spirit, we need just a general message from the ancestors or the angels or whoever you want to tell us, please. This is the Angels and Ancestors deck. Please tell us. Okay, that works for me. Oh, we got this last week too. The drum. Don't be afraid to dream your dream and set out on the journey of achieving it. And as you do, beat your drum. The key word here is your drum. Recognize your path. Recognize your purpose. Every single one of us is the scribe. We are the witnesses of what we have seen here in the last decade. It is up to us to be the foundation of what is built new. So don't be afraid to dream, and dream really big. Ask the four directions for help and all of the elements. All your tools and your beliefs, your rituals and ceremonies. Bring it all around into your dream and your journey. Because once you do that and you connect, your dream and your journey becomes a puzzle piece in the big picture, in the solution to all of this. Never, ever forget that. Gaia, what are you telling us, Gaia? Message from you, Gaia. 2023, we will always be pulling a Gaia-oriented card. It may come from a Native American deck or somewhere else, but right now, it's coming from the Earth Girl. I'm sorry, the Earthcraft Oracle deck. One of my favorite decks. One of my absolute favorite decks. Yeah. The diversity in this deck is gorgeous. Speaking of diversity, Gaia's reminding us to make offerings to her. Take care of nature. That's all she wants you to do as an offering. If that means use less chemical fertilizers, get rid of your Ziploc bags, you figure it out. Because in your life, you know what you can offer and sacrifice to offer us a better world, to help Gaia heal, the earth go through a mind, body, spirit healing as well. So everything can thrive, including us, in all our diversity. This is incredible. Just beautiful. And you see, she's offering that water back to the water completely. And she's, instead of dumping it in quickly like here, she's pouring it in smoothly and slowly. Also notice once again the number 18 kind of goes with this card, which was our map, the magic stream. Oh, yeah, put it over there. You can see it better there. Magic stream card. And both of these cards are the number 18. Part of our connection and part of our healing is we have got to work at healing this earth, or there's no hope. There's no chance. But she's asking us not only to give her offerings, but do it reverently, calmly, and in peace. So we can all heal. Oh my gosh. You know, last night was the full moon. Thank you, Gaia. for this message. Thank you, everybody, for the whole message. I hope you'll come back next week. I want to say a really quick thank you to my dear, dear, dear friend, Stony Baker, MD, for joining me on the Lightworkers Roundtable. We had a great time talking about plant medicine and the benefits of it and how it helps, and laughing and giggling and being silly. We talked about plant medicine in your sex life, plant medicine in your healing, plant medicine, how it helps with pain, how it expands your mind. It was a great night. Thank you, Stony, so much. Come back anytime. You're always in my chat. I love your support. So, hey, you see that link, go in there. You pop on, huh? Anytime. Anytime. And to all my new subscribers that came because of Stony, I send you blessings for the happiest of life. Thank you for being here and for joining me and giving me your time. Your time is so precious to me. Thank you. Now, this video has gone long enough. You guys, this week as we go forward, be kind to one another. Truly kind to one another. Try to release that anger. Let it go. Your anger comes because you're hurt and you can't change things. It's a frustration. If you can't change it, why are you so frustrated? Let it go. Offer it up and let it go. Now, be kind to those who are not kind, who do not know this, and who are not kind to you. That takes real integrity and honor. To help someone who normally wouldn't help you, be kind to someone who normally would bite your head off. But now, most of all, this whole reading today has been about being kind and good to yourself. I offer you up to Spirit for healing, for abundance and love. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next Saturday, if not before. Bye now.